Thank you, Chair. Let me drive you through our work in Burkina Faso in the framework of the EWABELT project that Professor Sadayo has introduced a few minutes ago. Okay? Yes. ACRA is an Italian NGO working since 1968 in Africa and Latin America, supporting communities in order to access food, water, education, renewable energies. We work also on the environmental protection and supporting economic activities for inclusive and sustainable growth. In Italy and Europe, we work mainly in global citizenship education. Yes? Our role as an NGO in this project is on participatory research. When we are talking about participatory approaches, we mean that the end user of the technology is part of the process itself. And research is not only extractive, but we are also taking care of sharing the results in an adaptable manner so that it is responding to farmer needs. Yes? Please. Next one. The project intervention area is displayed on this map. We are doing research together on indigenous technical knowledges together with local cooperatives. But despite working close in an area to the capital city, my colleagues are facing challenges in reaching rural areas. They have to be cautious in their movements due to security threats. Looking at the situation prevailing in the Sahelian region and elsewhere, unfortunately, I have sometimes the feeling that we should drop all what we are doing for SDGs and focus on peace building. In fact, our common efforts in fighting poverty is also helping in building peace. However, it is evident that these efforts are not enough to end violence. Yes. Coming back to our work, which is on rediscovering traditional knowledge, through interviews in the villages, we learned that in the past, farmers in the intervention area used the Cassia Nigricans, a local native species, during the storage period, mixing the dry leaves to the grains in order to repel harmful insects. However, this technique has been practically lost over the last 20 years, and many farmers have had even difficulties in finding and recognizing the plant, probably due to biodiversity loss. Although Cassia nigricans properties were known in the past, farmers never used it during the growing season as a biopesticide. It was therefore decided to test its efficacy during the growing season, adapting the same protocol that is used for other leaf extracts, which farmers are familiar with. For example, neem leaves, neem tree leaves. Basically, leaves are crushed and macerated in water and then filtered, and the liquid is sprayed on the crops as a biopesticide. After carrying out an analysis of the first-year trial plots on cowpeas, it was decided to study further traditional knowledge to tackle pathogens associated to this crop. Yes? The preliminary results that are shown in these graphics shows that Cassia nigricans, which is on the left of the graphic, have are very effective in control the pathogens compared to the central graphic, which is on the control plot without any treatment, and also they have a similar result to the neem leaves extract, which are on the right side on the graphics. Regarding yields, the use of Cassia nigricans has very close results to the use of the neem extract leaves. And therefore, yes, please, next. We, at the end of the 2022 season, the results were shared and discussed with the farmers, and thanks to the results, it was decided to use to use them in the fields of cowpea. But in 2023, the farmers decided as well to use the extract of Cassia Nigricans as a biopesticides to protect other crops like maize and sorghum. So final validation of this technology will be done during this year, 2024. Next. So to conclude, the recovery of local knowledge should be, of course, scientifically validated now with the third years of results, and then will be disseminated in a larger manner to be used by the farmers themselves. We will assist as well the farmers to develop a nursery for multiplication of the plant, since it is somehow not available in sufficient quantity. And then we'll develop a manual of good practices that will be translated into the local languages for a large use at a local level. And finally, the data that we will collect will be shared with the universities and research centers that are part of the third node of the Planted platform. In a way, the results of this research will be feeding up all these platforms and giving room for further analysis, comparison, and use at a larger level, since the plant is also available in other Sahelian countries. So, yeah, that was it. Thank you for your attention.